Oh, hey YouTube, Mango here. I was just looking in my hat and I found this bat. You may have found a bat too recently if you've been playing Season 14 of Apex Legends and have tried out the new legend, Vantage. And I'm assuming you're clicking on this video because you want to know how to be the absolute best Vantage in the world. This video might not get you there, but in this video I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you learn how to use Vantage to her maximum efficiency, and you'll actually find that she's a really fun character and can actually be great in the meta. So we're going to have a tip about each of her abilities and then 2 more kind of overall meta tips. So let's get into it. If you want to see where I have her place on a ranked tier list, make sure to subscribe because on Wednesday I'm going to have my Season 14 Ranked Legends tier list. So enough teasing, let's get into the video. Vantage's passive ability called Spotter's Lens is pretty simple. If you aim down sights with a medium to long range scope or unarmed like Seer, you will see a little lens activate where you'll be able to mark enemies on your sight line, and you'll see what color shields they have as well as the color shields of the rest of their team, how far away they are, and if you have a weapon out, there will be a little bullet drop indicator in blue. Now oftentimes this lines up with your reticle anyway, so you don't have to worry about it, but at extreme distances this will tell you where your bullet will land to help you line up your shots a little bit more accurately. This passive is great for 2 things. First, knowing what color shields the opponent has is really helpful when you're deciding whether to engage or not. But something you might not have thought about so far is this lens activates even through shrubbery. So if there's someone hiding in bushes or something like that, even if you can't physically see them, your spotter's lens will show up, meaning that someone's hiding in there or that you're trying to shoot someone through some shrubbery. Meaning you can shoot through trees and shrubs and not actually have to see your opponent as long as your lens is available. This is really useful for some suppressive fire, and I've already found it helpful for me many times in this game. Up next is her tactical Echo Location. I'm sure you've heard the joke many times. Echo Relocation is her tactical ability where she sends out her bat Echo and she's able to leap to Echo and then do a double jump upon reaching him. It is actually a very useful ability for repositioning, and it's something you can see. It can get a lot of vertical distance like in this firing range clip right here. This ability is great. Think of it like Pathfinder or Loba. It is very simple. You send Echo where you want to go, you leap to a spot, you double jump if you need a little bit extra oomph at the end, and then you can help your team with a new angle. This ability is simple. Use it to escape, use it to get a new angle, and the best tip I have is use this ability frequently, but not in a way that exposes yourself to your enemies. It's still kind of like an Octane jump pad. You can see in the clip here, you can get hit really hard while you're flying through the air with this ability. So be careful, but use it frequently. The ability to get a lot of different angles is incredibly useful, and I think you'll find yourself using this ability quite a bit because in my opinion, it's her most fun ability. Finally, we have Sniper's Mark, which is her ultimate. It's her own custom sniper rifle with 5 bullets that load in 20% at a time, so you can actually use this ability before it reaches 100%. It will mark an enemy when you hit them. It'll do 75 damage on a headshot and 50 on a body shot for the first shot, and then your next shot, if you hit the same person, will be doubled. And any opponent that is marked for 10 seconds will take 15% more damage, and if you hit them another time, the mark will go on for another 10 seconds after your second hit. The best tip I have for the ultimate is this. If you can hit the same person twice in a row, that's much more useful than hitting each person on the team once for 50 damage. Yes, the marked bonus is nice, but being able to hit 150 damage in 2 shots, or even better, 225 damage if you can hit 2 headshots, is absolutely massive. And the cherry on top is if you hit someone with the ultimate and knock them, the thirst will always be a one-shot thirst because your second bullet will hit for 100. It's very useful, it ensures a 2 versus 3 scenario, and I highly recommend that you get a thirst with a Vantage knock to just swing the fight in your favor permanently. For the last 2 tips, these are going to be kind of more generic tips. They aren't specific to one ability, but they are specific to Vantage. And the first one I have is that even though she's a sniper legend, I have found much more value not running a sniper rifle with Vantage. For a lot of the times, if you want a sniper, you might as well use your ultimate because it recharges fairly quickly and you don't have to wait to 100% to use it. Meaning you should probably have an AR and a shotgun, or like a marksman rifle and an SMG, and use your ultimate as your sniper. There's not much sense in running 2 sniper rifles, especially when Vantage is the only character in the game that can have 3 weapons at a time when you consider her ultimate as a weapon. So tip number 4, don't run a sniper rifle with Vantage, use her ultimate as your sniper, use a marksman rifle or an AR as your primary, and get a shotgun or SMG for secondary, so you can really hold all ranges with Vantage, better than any other legend in the game can. Tip number 5 is a simple one, it's a generic one, but you need to practice with Vantage. She has a high skill ceiling. What does that mean? It means that the more you practice her and the more you get better with her, the more she can shine for your team. She can be a little bit of a selfish legend, but used in the right way, she can really benefit a team, and you're seeing some pros think the same thing, like Albrelelli, who has played over 200 games of ranked, and about 195 of them have been with Vantage so far. So, there's good consensus that Vantage can be good if used correctly, and I think with a lot of practice, you can see immense value in her in your ranked games. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Of course, I'll be reading and responding to them. I appreciate you all for making it to the end of this video. Like it if you did like the video, and I'll see you all on Wednesday for the Ranked Legends tier list.